Billy King, of course, the general manager of that squad, and he joins us right now. Billy, good morning to you, my man. How are you, Billy?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm good, man. Billy,
Super.
I'm excited from a fan perspective. You got to be really psyched to see your dudes again tomorrow. Tell me your mindset heading into tomorrow.
No, I am. I'm excited. I've seen quite a few of them different times and different phases. I have a son that plays AAU basketball, so you run into different ones that have their kids playing basketball. So I'm excited to see us all in one spot. Like tonight, we're going to have dinner together, so it's going to be pretty cool.
That's cool. So how often have the guys gotten together like that? Like you're, indicating you're going to do tonight. Is it as infrequent as it seems to be? It's tough to get all the guys together, right?
Yeah, I mean, John, this will be, I think, the first time that we all will be together at
Wow.
one time. I mean, I've seen different people, different situations. I think this will be the first time where we all will be back, and not only the players will be back. Like, there's going to be the equipment, Scotty Rigo,
Scotty.
Wow, that's great.
Some of the staff, support staff, Tony DeLeo, Frank Zan, and people like that. Chris Wallace, PR, is coming back. Ken Frascona. So that to me is going to be, because the one thing, and John, playing sports, as much as the players and the coaches, do all the work, there's a lot of people that make it all function well. So it's going to be great to see all the different people that are going to be there. Dr. Jack McPhillamy,
Sure.
You can go on and start thinking about the people. But that to me is like Pat Coach, you heard him yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what's special. Now I'm just hoping Larry will make it. I made a call, and he said he's going to plan on being there. So hopefully, the master will be there.
Well, that's great. So that's news, Billy. So you think it is likely that Larry will be there? Because when the Sixers sent out the press release, his name was not initially on it, but you now think it's more likely than not?
I think there's a chance, yes.
Okay. That's good. Well, we really hope so. Billy, let's go back to a lot. Which was more important in your role as general manager? Which did you focus on more? Picking the right players, which you focused on, or managing and trying to help manage the relationship between Allen Iverson and Larry Brown?
Well, you have to go back to saying picking the players, because it all started when Larry and I first got here. We traded a second-round pick to get Eric Snow from Seattle.
Yeah.
To sign George Lynch as a free agent, to trade, Jerry Stackhouse for Theo Ratliff and Aaron McKee. And that was Larry's vision of getting Allen off the ball. So we got Eric Snow as a point guard, so Allen completed two guard. But it was building the team. Once the team was built in 2001, I always said my job was, I had one job. I had to figure out how to get Allen and Larry to every game.
So true.
That was my main focus. The off days, I just focused on, defusing anything I could just to get them to the game. Because I figured if I got them there, we had a great chance of winning.
It is just...
You were like a fireman, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was going to be a fire today, just not how big it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's so unbelievable, man. It really is. Billy, I want to take you back to a moment. There were a lot of major moments. One of the great, of course, was when Vince Carter missed the shot. I want to play the audio of that tremendous Sunday afternoon. He misses the shot. The crowd erupts. The city erupts. You're on to the Eastern Conference Finals. I remember the timeout beforehand. It was a long timeout, and I'm thinking, it can't end this way. It can't end this way. It can't end this way. Someone's got to miss a shot. Let's listen to that moment as Mike Breen called it.
Curry has it. Carter trying to get free. Carter at the buzzer. No good. And the Sixers hold on and advance to the conference finals.
Billy, where were you when that happened, and what was going on?
I had that one single seat behind the visitors' bench in the corner, so I was sitting there, and I think I watched it, and then I saw it miss, and I looked right at the score clock and said it's over. And then my immediate thought was like, okay, now can we beat Milwaukee?
Right.
Because as great as that was, we still had a job to do. We still had to get through Milwaukee, who had Glenn Robinson and Ray Allen and Sam Cassell.
Yeah.
So that was, so you automatically go, okay, we won that. What's next?
For sure. Billy, Iverson was obviously, Allen he was the guy. There was a physical and mental toughness that he and the team played with. Let me put it this way, Billy. I never saw a team play harder.
Yeah.
Can you please talk about how it was that team played so freaking hard?
Well, they all had a job to do, and they believed in their job. They knew Allen, his job was to score, and they were okay with that. But it was the rest of the guys who's going to take pride in playing defense and rebounding and getting Allen as many shots as possible. They relished in being physical. I remember talking to Rod Thorne, who was in New Jersey at the time. He goes, "You guys are just so physical. You just beat everybody up, and then you have Allen that just scores." But it was. I remember the first game we played the Knicks, and we beat them by 20 up there. And I'm trying to figure out, are we that good or the Knicks that bad? And and then as every game got going, you start, and then it got during the year where we just knew no matter what, we were going to turn it on defensively in the third quarter, fourth quarter, and just take over the game.
Were AI's best, was his best trait the tangible or the intangible? He's just legendary. We know the physical skill was unmatched, the quickness, the speed, the explosiveness, but then just the desire, the competitiveness. Was it the tangible or the intangible that was best about AI?
I would say it's intangible. The one thing about Allen is, I always, as a GM, cherish that even more so today when you see people wanting out. And I got to have this guy. Allen never asked for, go get me this guy or that guy. Every year he would tell me, this is the best roster I ever had. Because he believed in himself that give me guys that are going to play hard and play with me. I can win with them. And that was his biggest gift. Not to put him on the pedestal with Michael Jordan or Kobe, those guys, but that's how they believe. If I'm on the court, give me four of the guys. I'll win with them. Because they believe so much in their ability. Allen believed that he was the best player every night on the court, no matter if it was Michael out there, Shaq, Kobe. In his mind, he believed he was the best player. And most nights, he was the best player on the court.
Is he the most confident player you've ever been around?
Without a doubt. I say confident player and person. And I know Pat said he had this little fear of failure in him, but I think that drove him with his confidence also. But he was the most like he would walk in and just, guys would be working on all season, running, getting in condition. He'd come in the gym, hadn't done anything, and we just dominate. And then one year we had Derek Coleman. Larry wanted to do this mile time. We had training camp in Chapel Hill, and we were going to run a mile, and guys would get certain. And Allen ran this thing, and he was just laughing people, and after he was just laughing and ready to go practice, and everybody else wanted to go take a nap. And it just showed me the gift and the mental makeup that he had, that he was just going to run it and prove to the coach and he hadn't done anything all of preseason. All season.
Practice.
Yeah, that's normally going and running the distance thing. That's to weed out the guys who didn't do work. And AI, so basically he didn't do much work, but then he goes back and blows out the conditioning test because he's just that competitive.
He was unbelievable.
Exactly.
Listen,
incredible.
Billy, we're excited, man. We're excited to see you guys together again. You guys gave us so much joy, and I'm happy for you, all of you, that you get to experience not only the ovations that you deserve, but also being in the room with the guys again and you guys hanging out as a squad. I think it's just tremendous.
Yeah, having lived here now since '97, this is a special place, and that team was special. But I heard you talk about all the different teams. The greatest thing for me is being here is getting to know all the different athletes, but also the fan base. People say it's a tough city. It's not if you go out and play hard every night.
Yeah,
right.
That's the thing. If you go play hard,
that's the secret.
Is the greatest city at all.
And it's not even a secret.
No.
Bust your butt.
That's all they expect of you is go play hard every night, and this town will love you. And and I would try to tell players that. And in drafting and signing players, I would look at guys that there's no way the guy could play in Philly. And I just
wow.
Because you would know their mental makeup. And we had Dr. Joel Fish, who's been on years. He would do the psychological test, and then we would talk about it. He goes, "Yeah, this guy, you can't make it. And we would pass on guys just because their mental makeup could not do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because they wouldn't play hard every night.
Yeah.
Billy, awesome stuff, man. Have a ball tomorrow, and we'll talk again. Thanks so much for being a big part of the show. Thanks,
you, Billy.
You're welcome.
All right, there he is, Billy King, Chris, general manager of the Squad.